Today I'm going to speak about the transfiguration of Jesus. And he took with him James, John, his brother, and Peter, led up in the mountains by themselves. And he was transfigured before them. His face shone like sun, and his clothes became as white as light. And behold, Moses and Elijah appeared to them talking with him. Then Peter answered and said to Jesus, Lord, it is good for us to be here. If you wish, let me make here 3 tabernacles, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. While he was still speaking, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and suddenly a voice came out of the cloud saying, This is my beloved Son, with whom I'm well pleased with. Hear him. So this was Lord confirming that Jesus is his Son, with whom he is well pleased with. So he was telling his disciples to hear him. And when the disciples heard it, they fell on their faces and were greatly afraid. But Jesus came and touched them and said, Arise, do not be afraid. When they lifted up their eyes, they saw no one but Jesus only. Now, as they came down from the mountain, Jesus commanded them, saying, Tell the vision to no one until the Man of Man has risen from death. So Jesus also valued secretism, because if this was disclosed to people, it means that what he had planned to do could not have been fulfilled fully, and he did not want that to happen. He wanted all the prophecy of Isaiah to come true. And his disciples asked him, saying, Why do the scribes say that Elijah must come first? Jesus answered them, saying, Indeed, Elijah is coming first, and will restore all things. But I say to you, Elijah has come already, and they did to him whatever they wished. Likewise, the Son of Man is also about to suffer in their hands. Then the disciples understood that he was speaking about the John the Baptist. And when they had come to multitude, came a man kneeling down to him, saying, Lord, have mercy on the son of my have mercy on my son, for he is epileptic and suffers severely. For he often falls on fire and often into water. So I brought him to your disciples, but they could not cure him. See, not that they were not really able to cure him. Let's listen to what Jesus would say about that. Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and persevere generation, how long shall I be with you? He was like, if you cannot do what I do, how about when I go to heaven? How long shall I bear with you? Bring him here to me. And Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of him. And the child was cast from that very moment, was cured from that very moment. The disciples came to Jesus privately and said, Why couldn't we cast it out? So Jesus said to them, Because of your unbelief. For assuredly I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to the mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. So Jesus is affirming that for sure nothing is impossible if we just have belief. So if you want something in your life, if you believe in Jesus Christ, everything is really possible. Nothing is entirely impossible. So just believe in Jesus Christ, like the mustard seed. See, the mustard seed was so little in the garden, but it grew to become the biggest tree. So your little faith that you have, just hold on to it, and Jesus for sure will manifest big things to your life. However, this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting. Now, while they were staying in Galilee, Jesus said to them, The Son of Man is about to be betrayed into the hands of men, and they will kill him, and the third day he will be raised up to death. He will be raised up, and they were exceedingly sorrowful. When they had come to Capernaum,